Welcome to Game 6 of the World Series. New York Yankees facing off against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers are up 3-2 in the series, and the Yankees are facing elimination. Our pitching matchup is Michael King for the Yankees and Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers. We're going to be playing at Dodgers Stadium, and here are your lineups. New York Yankees got Luis Garcia, Jesse Winker, Xavier Edwards, Mark Vientos, Logan O'Hoppe, and Ernie Clement. Los Angeles Dodgers got Christian Yelich, Bryce Terang, Freddie Freeman, Royce Lewis, Nolan Arenado, and Jarren Duran.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been a heck of a series so far, Singy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. Pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab here, big Tyler Glasnow. What do you got on him, Chris?
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
And now here is Luis Garcia. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Hit one off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
All over that one right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but always happy with an extra base hit.
Glasnow ready and deals. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, left field, down the line. That's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Xavier Edwards now at the plate. Line drive. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Mark Vientos stepping in now for the Yankees. Got him swinging.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Back here at Chavez Bean. And on the hill in this one, Michael King. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Corrals it. This is Bryce Terang. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Bader ranging back. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
Rob's a potential solo shot right there. That'll fire your team up, but even more so the player. I'm excited to see how they respond.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Freeman hits it in the air. Winker should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Now, it's the sixth game of this World Series. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
There. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's how they get first base runner of the game.
Well, two-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Runner on the move. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. And matched a homer in his last game. On the ground to third. A sliding stop over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. We played two full. Yankees won, and the Dodgers nothing. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for two. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, and here is Luis Garcia. Led off this game with a double. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Right side. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. Jesse Winker stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Aggressive on the fastball.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. Base runners.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit and a run in to score.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no-man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Vientos at the plate and takes high there. First and second with 1 gone. Got him swinging on the curveball. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So 2 down now, and here is Logan O'Hoppe. Flied to right his first time. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers nothing. For Los Angeles, Garrett Mitchell. The other way. And no throw. He's into first easily. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. Two outs. Hammer on a line to the left, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. It gets down, a base hit. 1 runs in, heading for the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they get 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 3 here in game number 6. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers 1. Bottom 4, now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that turns the lineup over.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Luis Garcia. 1 for 2. To the right side, slides, but it gets by him. Springer makes the turn at second. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Here's the left fielder, Jesse Winker. In the air, left field, down the line. Yelich makes the play. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 2-run lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Xavier Edwards stepping in now for the Yankees. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. That'll make it out of here. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add a couple more. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That'll be it for Glass now, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Taj Bradley on to pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ballgame, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 5-1. And here is Kyle Higashioka. Struck out swinging his first time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. That one is absolutely belted. Springer racing after it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
One out, runner at second. And next for L.A., Garrett Mitchell. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ball one there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. One left for L.A. They're down 5-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Down the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Well, we always used to joke, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with it.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Around first and hustling for second, and he's there with a leadoff double. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's George Springer. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I fooled him with just enough of that late action.
So the batting order turns over. Luis Garcia, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 2 left on. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. On the ground to short, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. They're down here 5-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Dives and he can't hang on. So a man aboard now with one away. Kyle Higashioka getting ready to hit. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him. Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout and he will make a move to the bullpen. Michael King done for the night, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tommy Kahnle
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
First and second, 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Mitchell. 2 on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases. And now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to first. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, they're guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Bryce Terang steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Laser base hit. In comes a runner from third. It's an RBI single. 5-3 now.
What a swing to score a run, especially late in this game. Sitting with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage. Perfectly done.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate. All tied again, 5-5.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tommy Kahnle departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jason Foley. So runner at second down. Next to hit, Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. And the batter now, Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Back here in L.A., we go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Go-ahead run on base. Murphy will hit next. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Marcus Stroman. Now it's the right fielder, Jarren Duran. Out to short. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Orion Kerkering. Back to the top of the order now. Luis Garcia now at the plate. Liner, and this could trouble. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next for New York, Xavier Edwards, known for his late-inning heroics. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pump and gas.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Now here is Mark Vientos. Swings through that.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
At the plate, Logan O'Hoppe, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. That's down in.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. We're all tied up 5-5. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Freeman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball right side. Garcia tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And that means we're going to extras in the World Series. Dodgers down in order, and this remains a 5-5 ball game. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. Bader is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. On to the bottom of inning number 10. We're all tied up 5-5. New pitcher for the Yankees, Justin Topa.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next is the Dodger DH, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. In the dirt, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
1 down, base is empty. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with 1 gone. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 1 left for L.A. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Trevor McGill.
They know he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jesse Winker stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Mitchell makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Anthony DeSclafani. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Run on Christian Yelich. The next to hit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. And next for L.A., Bryce Terang. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And the Dodgers are World Series champions.
Wow. Wow, wow. What a moment. It'll go down as one of the greatest ever in baseball history. World Series walk-off. What else could you hope for? Such a special series and a heroic moment to end it.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game.
Bryce Terang, born in Corona, California, walks it off for the Los Angeles Dodgers. What a moment for his hometown team. Hometown baseball is just so fun to watch, in my opinion. Seeing these guys just show out for their family in the stands, you know what I'm saying? It was LA versus New York. Los Angeles comes out on top this time. Maybe next year, New York. Sorry. But Los Angeles is better, and they win the World Series.
And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs.
As they hand off the World Series trophy to the Dodgers. This will be my last video for a while, because this season is officially over.
For Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Hometown baseball is a wrap. And I hope you guys enjoyed this whole postseason and the whole season as a whole. All types of holes. All right, anyways. World Series MVP goes to Bryce Terang. Playoff MVP goes to Freddie Freeman. Subscribe if you want more videos in the future. Peace out and have a blessed day, everybody.